So we'll run through the first 11 of the Classical Pilates Mat exercises. These first 11 have almost everything a person would need inside of them, I think. There are 34 exercises and then a ton of variations on all of those, but this first set should be able to be worked through fairly quickly and, like I say, provides a person with most of what you might need. We'll start standing at the very, very front edge of your mat, heels together and toes slightly apart. Sweep the arms up. I realize they're out of the camera right now, but as you press them down, you're crossing one forearm over the other. Now as the right leg bends back, come to the shin, come to your bum, and then have a lay all the way down on your back. Take a big, big, big breath in. As you exhale, nod your chin, curl the upper body up, pick your legs up by pulling them into the back of the ribcage, start to pump your arms, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, and out, full in, and out. Tons of possible variations here. Take the ones that make you feel connected to your hundreds, and exhale. You're halfway there. In and out. Shoulders and collarbones are broad. You're connecting your arms into your back. 2 more breath cycles. Designed to generate a little heat. Exhale and take your last one, breathing in. And then exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the 5. Reach and breathe all your air out. Lower down with control. Slide the feet slightly apart. Flex them. Press your feet down into the mat as you breathe your arms over your head. Rolling up, you bring the arms up on the inhale. When you get to that sticky spot we all have in the spine, exhale, bend all the way up and forward and flex, pulse. 1, 2, 3. Inhale to roll all the way down from there. We're just going to do 2 more of those today. Softening, stretching the entire back line of the body as you round, pulling the arm bones into their sockets, and then softening to release back. One final one. Allowing the breastbone to melt downwards to the mat. That lets you curl forward. 1, 2, 3. Now if the roll over isn't appropriate for you, please don't do it. For those coming with me, press the arms down into the mat. Pick your legs up from where they are by drawing them in towards your center. Bring the legs up to about 90 degrees and over your head. From there, hold for a breath, separate your legs, flex your feet, start to roll down. Now as you roll down, reach your legs away from you, almost to the mat. Glue them together and bring them back up and over. Separate, flex, roll all the way down. That separation is no wider than the mat you're on. It's like a long, skinny leg circle, an oval. Come up and over. Separate, flex, and lower all the way down. This time as you lower, keep your right leg lifted, but lower the left leg down. Point the right foot, single leg circles. Cross that right leg to your left, down and around. 1. Circle, 2. And 3. Is 4, a slightly turned out leg as it crosses your midline. Last one, 5. Put the brakes on, reverse. Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4. Arms active into the mat on the 5. Hold there. As you're lowering the right, you're already lifting your left. Make sure your bottom right foot is flexed, driving into the mat. Turn the left leg out a little. Cross it to your right. Down and around, up. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. And a last one in this direction, 5. Finish with a high leg, reverse. Pulling the leg into its socket. For those who click a little bit in their hips, super common. Sometimes that helps to minimize that. Last one. Finish with a high leg. As you lower that leg down, reach your arms over your head, and we'll do another roll up. Softening in the chest and curling all the way forward. This time grab your own feet, give yourself a nice big pull into a tight shape, and then roll up through your spine. Scooch, half a bum scooch forward. Draw the legs in towards your center and grab hold of your ankles or the top of your feet. Bring the heels in towards your bum, and then once you've got your toes floating off the mat and you're rolling like a ball shape, don't unroll that shape as you roll back, and come up. and 2, and up. And we go for 5 of these. 3, trying to flex into your flat spots. Low back is the usual one. Final set, and come up. Holding there still in the balance, lower yourself down, bring a shin in, hold it tight with open elbows, change your legs, and we'll breathe in, and out, and out, and in for 2, and out for 2. 2 more breath cycles through, exhale, exhale, last ones. And as you breathe out this time, bring both legs in, grab your 2 ankles, squeeze tight like rolling like a ball, inhale, stretch in 2 directions, and circle and squeeze. Arms reach overhead, legs reach away, but more than just the stretch of the limbs in opposition, feel like your spine stretches in those opposite directions. Feel that help to narrow your waistline and scoop your guts in. Last one. And circle and squeeze. Legs come up nice and high. Grab one calf, lower the other leg down. Do a double pull on the leg you're holding. Pull, pull, change legs. Pull, 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 pull. Aiming for open elbows, dropped shoulders, and a hollowed out low abdominal wall. Go just 3, 2, and 1. Bring both legs high. Bring the hands to behind your head. Not too slow or too low unless you're feeling great. Lower and lift 1. Both legs simultaneously 2. That's a lot to deal with. 3, and come up. Heels are squeezing, knees are micro bent. 4, and last one, come up, stay into obliques twist. Pick a knee, twist towards it, and change. Pulling the opposite elbow way back. Almost like you're trying to back your ribs up away from your pelvis. Final 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in, give them a nice big squeeze, and then roll yourself all the way up. Feet end up at the corners of your mat and you can flex them. Take the arms forward, keep the arms plugged into their sockets, and then start just a little bit tipped off your sits bones so that you can already feel like you're curling your tail underneath you. Flex the spine forward on your exhale, and inhale, come all the way back up. Now, I am not doing a lot of hip hinging. I'm thinking instead just of trying to change the shape of my spine. And come up. Choreographically, I'm going downward, but I'm thinking up and over into that position. One last one. This is called spine stretch forward. And come up. Now that shape that you just practiced comes into play for open leg rocker. Point your feet, hands come to the shins. Scoop in the belly. With that lifted quality, rock back, but then float your legs up into the air and grab them. No wider than mat distance, little lift in your chest, and you can use the arms to pull up out of your low back. Inhale to rock, and come back up. 2, and up is 3. Come right up and lift, back, and up. Let's do one more. Coming up, holding up at the top of the shape. From there, glue your legs together. Keep them glued as you lower down with control onto your back and open your arms out wide to the side today. This could be done with hands down by your hips as well. Circle your legs gently to the right. Take them down to the left and come up. Go left, down, around, and up. Right. So the size of this circle is up to you. I am letting one bum come off the mat, but both shoulders are staying anchored if possible. Once more in each direction. If this feels like a bit much, you can always do it with the knees bent. You can also make your circle bigger than I'm demonstrating. Circling around further. When you are done with that, bend your knees and grab those legs and swing yourself back up. I'd like your heels a little bit wider than your mat this time. Give yourself a little wiggle so you're right up on your sits bones and into the saw. Rotate towards the right. Left baby finger side of the hand reaches to right baby finger side of the foot. Pulse 1, stretch 2, and 3. Reach through your back fingertips to come up. Spiral through, up and over, looking back as you pulse for 3 and come up. Spiral twist and reach. 2, 3. It's a nicely cumulative or building series. So the obliques twist piece you already did comes into play here. Use your midsection to create more muscular twisting. And last one. 1, 2, 3. Come up, bring yourself back to center, lift your arms and legs forward, and then swing your legs around so you end up on your stomach, and we'll take swan dive or breaststroke, whatever's appropriate for you. I'm going to start with a swan dive prep, reaching forward through the crown of my head and rising up. And then lengthen down. In the first 11, this is the first time we get into a hyperextension of the spinal column. So you're bringing yourself up into a new and quite valuable shape here. As you rise up, stretch out the abdominals and the muscles in the front that you would have just used, and then lower all the way down. Press your bum back over your heels. Take a deep breath. And then you can roll all the way up.